Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barrentown. Hope you're having yourself a good day out there. We are certainly looking good for your Labor Day Monday. We have really good conditions out there. It's going to be hot, but not oppressively so. Rain chances basically are nil today. And really, much of the week, they're not going to be very much in the way of rain chances. We have a very quiet week ahead. That really is kind of the main thing, the main theme here for this week. Now, here's the big setup. So there's the muggy air continues to be locked up well south of us, and we've been in this much better air mass. There's been a trough over the eastern half of the U.S., and that's allowed some slightly dry. I mean, last week it felt really good most mornings. Remember that? Very pleasant conditions. We're starting to get some of that humidity back. It's starting to come back at us, but it's not fully there yet, so we still have lower humidity than what we might typically have at this time of year, so it still feels pretty good. I mean, it's not something that you're going to write home about or start. It doesn't feel like, fall out there or anything like that. But once again, the dew points are a measure of moisture in the air, and they're in the mid to upper 60s at this point. Last week, the dew points were in the low 60s, even the upper 50s. So we had very pleasant air in place. This week, it's not quite that pleasant, but it's still not. Hey, as long as we're staying below that miserable line, we're doing okay at this time of year. Mid 70s on that dew point, that's when we're starting to get up in that, that air you can wear, that swampiness. We're staying below the 70 mark, so that keeps us with fairly decent conditions. It's all kind of relative, but it's not bad. Your futurecast, I think it'll be pretty quiet here all through the day. I don't really see much in the way of rain chances, maybe about 10% down by the beaches, but that's really just about it. So we are looking good there. Temperature-wise, we should hit the upper 80s. So that's not cool. I mean, like I said, this is not like some sort of fall outbreak or something. We're going to be in the upper 80s here today. So we got the warmth for sure, but we're not going to have much of a heat index on top of this. That's kind of the main thing. Your highs today, upper 80s here for us, 89 in Mobile, 88 Pensacola, 87 in Atmore, 88 in Milton. Once again, that's a few degrees below average. Now, you factor in what humidity we do have. I think at the most, we hit mid-90s with the heat index, at the most. But that's, plenty warm enough to go for a swim or go to the pool, beach, that kind of thing. But it's not the oppressive heat that we could be having. We're not seeing triple-digit heat index value. So that's the good news here for us today. The rip current risk today has gone up to that moderate range, and I just got alerted from Baldwin County beaches that they are moving to single red flags. So obviously that means things are pretty rough out there in the water, so please be careful. I would suggest not getting in the water with single red flags. It's always my suggestion. It is not a law. I mean, obviously you can still get in the water with single red flags, but I just wouldn't suggest it. And if you do, just get in there just up to your knees or up to your thighs and let that be it, so you don't go out there too far. Just enough to cool you off, but be careful, please. Your boating forecast, we have those gusty winds that are creating the rougher surf are also making things a bit bouncy on the water. If you're taking a boat out today, good bet that you'll be a little bit green, so just be careful on that. In the tropics, nothing but good, well, mostly nothing but good news. I mean, there is one system that I think has a pretty decent chance of developing, but it's way out there, and I don't see it ever impacting the Gulf. So I think we're good to go for the moment, and I know we're good to go for the moment, and we may be good to go for a while. So that is really great news at the beginning of September. Once again, it is the beginning of September. Of course, today is Labor Day. This is a very quiet week ahead. Really nice forecast. Now, it will gradually, and this is going to be a gradual thing, gradually get a little bit warmer. It's almost like 1 degree a day. And also the humidity, the same way with the dew points. It's almost like the dew points are just going to kind of creep up very, very slowly. So, by the end of the week, going into the weekend, it's going to be pretty hot and humid. We're probably starting to see triple-digit heat index values starting to return by Friday or Saturday this week. So, it will get hotter and a little bit more uncomfortable as the week goes along. But overall, pretty quiet. You can see the rain chances are low, less than 10% most days. Towards the end of the week, going into the weekend, we'll put some small rain chances in there, but just a little isolated chances. So no big deal there. Once again, I mean, hey, I know quiet isn't, not the best descriptor sometimes, but boy, I like a good quiet forecast like this at the beginning of September. Better than it being rowdy, right? So let's just enjoy it. Enjoy your Labor Day. Have yourself a good one. We'll catch up with you soon. Bye now.